Hey there, everyone. This is Mystic Fish. Welcome to episode 23 of our Factorio series on designing an expandable base. We today, I think, are going to work on the steam power that we're going to need to drive the initial base. Hopefully, this is a pretty quick exercise. Now, what I am thinking for this is that I want to, in line with the idea of this being expandable, I think I want to design for two scales. The first one is if we have a full belt of coal powering the steam engines. And then the second one is if we want to power it with solid fuel. So in order to figure this out, let's see. If we look at the transport belt, we can see over there on the right, it says belt speed 15 items per second. So that's 15. Each piece of coal has 4 megajoules. So if we multiply that by 4, we get 60 megajoules per second, or 60 megawatts. Okay, if we now look at a boiler we can see consumes burnable fuel, max consumption 1.8 megawatts. So if we've got 60 megawatts of coal, that can power, if we divide by 1.8 megawatts per boiler, this can power basically 33 and a little bit. We'll call it 34 boilers. So that's the first scale. Solid fuel is 12 megajoules. So if we got 15 items per second times 12 megajoules per solid fuel, divided by 1.8 megawatts per boiler, this will say this can power 100 boilers. Okay, so these are the two scales that we're going to design around. Okay, let's put this off to the side and let's get over here. So in the case of the coal, actually let's do the big design first. So if we want to do 100 boilers, one way that we can do that is as follows. We can do, I believe, rows of 25. How many is this? That's 48, almost. Okay, so we can put those together. These are facing the wrong way. All right, so we need a space for the inserters, a space for the belts, and a space for the inserters. Let's move this down. And let's see, we are going to want steam engines. I'm going to do them this way. We're going to need a power pole in the middle. We need steam engine and steam engine. Does that? No, that's not where I want to do this. I want to do it like this. I want this one to be up here. So this power pole, and I think for all these, we're going to assume we've got small power poles. Certainly that's what we're going to have available at the beginning. We may notice that for the rest of our designs, we've done medium electric poles. These are going to be available nearly right away. They just require red and green research. And so in particular, then we don't have to change, all of our builds use medium electric poles, which means we don't have to upgrade any of them in order to upgrade them in our designs. We have not used substations in any of the designs because they're not available until later. So this is what we want to do. Now, let's do this. Let's just get all these in place. Okay, now the reason to do this way is that I believe if we do this, it will drag in the right way without without, I guess, double laying things down. Okay, so that will look like that. Then we will copy this guy and we will flip it this way. Those go in there. And we want 2 of these. I guess these can be back to back. I just have the grid in here just to see how big this is going to get. We are going to then need to connect. Where do we want to put these? I guess we can put these here. We do need to connect these to one another. Guess we'll put those also out here. And then here and here. And that should connect all of them together. I guess for completeness sake, we can also do this up this side. It gets us a little bit of connectivity redundancies. Okay. And then we're going to connect this way. We're going to reverse this belt and be done with that there. Okay, that's all the belts. Then we need to get water in here. So let's see if we have enough room for this. Now, if we look at a boiler, this consumes 60 water per second. An offshore pump, where is an offshore? Do I have one? I may not have one. Offshore pump produces 1,200 per second. So one offshore pump can power 20 boilers, or supply 20 boilers with water, but we got 25 in each of these. So I think what we're going to just design this as is that we are going to have 2 offshore pumps in each of these. So this should line up this way and this way and this way. Oops, I didn't line this up the right place. And then, let's see, we will want these two. I guess we'll line these up like this. Okay, and that will be all our water coming in. Now, I think we had figured out previously that 60 megawatts, so just doing this with coal, was going to be enough for us to power the base up to the point of needing nuclear power, which is this. And in fact, 60 should be plenty. I think I had done this calculation earlier, and we really only need to get up to blue science in order to get the nuclear power going. So 30 science per minute in the main base should be 60 megawatts, should be plenty of headroom. So I don't actually expect that we will have to expand things out to this level here. But let's see. Now, do I want to try to center this in some fashion? I guess so. Looks fine. We can do something like that. We are going to need roboports in here, which are here. All right, let's see. We can get that covered there. And there. and there, and there. We need coverage, I guess, here. I think that's okay. Let's just make sure that we can connect we do this. Yes, we can, all those roboports can see next door, so that's fine. But we will need power poles for these guys. Okay, so this is going to be our first blueprint. So we're going to call this, steam power coal. Oh no, sorry, this is solid fuel. This is the upgraded one. Solid fuel. We'll put a solid fuel here. We're going to say this is 180 megawatts, which is 15 times 12, 15 items per second times 12. So, so that will cover that one. I guess we can get the grid stuff going in here, so this snaps into the right place. Great. So we'll save that one there. I guess we can clear out some of this other stuff. And then we want to downgrade this. We want to downgrade this to what we need. So we only want to come out this far. So we do not need this stuff or this stuff. Or this stuff. And we don't need this. And we can get rid of all of this. Actually, let's put this back because I think if we want to upgrade this, will we want to upgrade this? I guess. I guess it's possible. I guess we can leave it like that. I guess that's fine. Well, no, because I think we do want to have these guys to power these roboports. Just so that we can okay, so let's grab a new set of stuff here. Does that line up right? It does. Don't grab the tiles. That looks right. Okay, now we can shrink this down. Okay, so where was our mark with 17? 17 is right here. So then we don't need these. And we don't need any of this. Okay. We won't need these. Now we only need one water pipe for each of these because we've got, so that means we can get rid of this one. And we can get rid of this one. We can get rid of these. That leaves all the roboports in the right places and powered. And, oh, I did not do this right. We need to put the steam engines back in. Hello. Okay, that connects them across. Good. So this is our steam plant for a full belt of coal. And so we'll grab a blueprint of this. This will be the steam engines for coal. This is steam power coal. This will be 60 megawatts. Let's snap to grid. Whoops, that wasn't right. 100, 100, 1 and 1. Create the blueprint. That lines up. Which I just didn't save the blueprint because whatever. That's like the thing that I do the most often is just like, yeah, that blueprint looks good, and then I just totally forget to save it. Okay, 100, 100, 1 and 1. Okay, create blueprint, save it there. That does line up, and then if we want to upgrade it, everything there looks blue, and so we can upgrade it like that. Okay, if I undo that, all looks good. Okay, great. So that's it. That's our steam power. And let's just give ourselves a blueprint book. Let's call this, we'll call this steam power. Let's give it a steam engine. And then let's put these in there. So we'll do the coal one first and the solid fuel second. So look, the reality is that I think this is all the steam that will, oh, I did not get rid of this stuff here. And you're missing a power pole, so I gotta correct that. Okay. All right, I think this is as far as we'll have to go. As we said, I think this is enough power to get us all the way up to nuclear power, and then, you know, we're in good shape after that. I like the idea of having this as an option. You know, a lot of the way we've been designing things gives a lot of flexibility as to what we upgrade when. And so I just kind of like the idea of having done this design and keeping it in the back pocket. It is just kind of nice to see that it could be upgraded in a relatively straightforward fashion without changing too much about this. You know, obviously we need to add more water. We gotta need to bring in solid fuel rather than coal, but that preserves optionality for us, and I kind of like that in terms of the approach. I have a rough idea of what order we'll be building things in, but I haven't fully worked it out, and so it's nice to have options and be able to independently upgrade stuff as we go. So that, I think, is just going to be a pretty quick episode for us. So that is what we have for today. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, bye.